Welp, I got stood up again. So I had an interview scheduled today with an R&B, almost said legend, with an R&B veteran who has new music coming out. And I received an email asking me if I was interested in interviewing this R&B veteran about his forthcoming new music that's leading into his forthcoming album. Ironically, I just received an email asking, they wanted to confirm if this is from his management team, wanting to confirm if the artist had joined the meeting with me. Now, as y'all can tell, I am highly annoyed. This is not the first time something like this has happened. But I'm tired. I'm really, really tired because there is a lot that goes into me doing an interview. And by a lot, I mean, let's start anxiety, because anxiety sits pretty high at the top of the list. Anytime I know I have to interview someone, I automatically get anxiety. I know some of y'all may be surprised, but I get awful anxiety, bubble guts, sweating under the armpits, the whole nine. And I don't know why. I think my biggest fear is fumbling the interview, or I tend to get tongue tied when I get nervous, and I ramble a lot, more than usual when I get nervous. So I woke up this morning knowing that I had this interview scheduled for 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And so now my day turns into, I have to hurry up and get all my content out that I'm going to get out. I need to get dressed, try to do something with my hair. I don't know how to put on makeup, so the best you're going to get out of me is some lip gloss. And shout out to Fenty, but whatever. I'm going to put my lip gloss on, and I'm going to get my thoughts and my notes and everything together so that I look like I'm a well-prepared person in media to interview someone who has longevity in the game, right? Because number one, I'm trying to make myself proud, my grandma, my mama proud, my kids proud, and y'all proud, right? And I do understand that one bad interview can cancel all the ones that's coming behind it. And I also know that one great interview can create additional interview opportunities behind it. So that's all the pressure that I put on myself just to talk to somebody who sings songs for probably about 15 to 20 minutes. So 1 p.m., I am on here, literally where I'm talking to you guys from. I'm prepared, going over my notes, making sure everything is aligned properly. Am I going to say the right thing? Is the flow good? I'm listening to this artist's music to kind of get me in the flow, in the mind of this particular artist. I'm trying to think of things that are funny to say, things that are relatable. You just don't want to do the whole, so how, you got longevity in the game and blah, 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 and yeah. Like, I want to have fun, right? Without being goofy. So 1 o'clock, 1:02. I ain't tripping, because I know sometimes it takes time for people to log in or for people to figure out StreamYard, because I use StreamYard as opposed to Zoom, because I just think StreamYard is dope. Like, I could go to StreamYard and I could put my girl's comment on the screen. Like, that's just dope to me. All right. So 1:05. I'm like, okay, well, let me go check my email real quick. Make sure there have not been any updates that may have slipped past my CNI dog or these 4 lenses I got here. Okay. No updates. Okay. 10 after 1. Now I'm on Facebook, like, friends, how long should I be waiting for somebody? And y'all got y'all jokes off about Anita Baker and Lauryn Hill, which really, really kind of distracted me. So it was a welcome distraction. I appreciate that. But I'm like, so most of you were like 15 minutes tops. Some of you were like 30 minutes. Some of you were like 20 minutes. But the one thing that all of you said that I genuinely appreciate, and this is why I love y'all, and this is why no other online community compares to y'all. So many of you was like, your time is precious. Your time is valuable. Because that's what I was sitting in. Like, my time is valuable. My time is precious. And then my brain starts going down the rabbit hole of, he wouldn't have did this to XYZ. He wouldn't have did this to ABC. He wouldn't have did this to LMNOP, but it's okay to do it to ICC. So then I was like, okay, I do understand that he is doing press today. So maybe the interview before me ran over, because that has happened. I've gone to press junkets where I have to wait. I have to wait because the person before me got a little chatty. They more chatty patty than me. So I had to wait. All right. So that's where I was like, all right, I'm going to sit with the friends on the 15 minutes. I'm going to give the 15-minute grace in case something ran over. But if it ran over, where's my email? Where's a text message? Where's a bird signal? Like send me a bird signal. Let me know something going on. Because mind you, in order for me to prepare for an interview, I have to close out all the other screens on my computer because I'm ADHD. I got to close out all the other screens. So it's not like I can work while I'm waiting for this particular artist to decide he's going to show up for this interview. So that's not an option. The most I can do is maybe peruse Instagram or check y'all comments on Facebook. That's the best I can do. But I cannot allow my brain to like fully engage into some work, or I'm going to forget I got an interview. All right. So maybe like 17, 18 minutes. When you're waiting, 1 minute feels like 10 when you're waiting. Maybe 20, but 1 minute feels approximately like 10. So I go from 15 minutes. Now I'm going back to the comment section again, and I'm seeing y'all like, Fran, 20 minutes tops, 30 minutes if the person is really worth it. I'm like, all right, bet. So I need to find a happy space because most of the friends are saying 20 minutes and most of the friends are saying 30 minutes. And I'm like, all right, I'm going to meet y'all halfway and I'm going to do 25 minutes. I'm going to sit between 20 and 30. And I sat for 25 minutes. And then after the 25 minutes, I put a condo on my wrist and I cashed out. Even with me cashing out, I sat here and had a meeting with my daughter about her upcoming Sweet 16 party. So that's almost another 20 minutes before I got on here with y'all. I just got an email from his people at 1:50 asking if he actually got on to do the interview. 50 minutes. Now, here's the kicker. Here's where I knew it was time for me to cash out. I already knew he had another interview scheduled for 2 p.m. So whatever time he showed up for me, it was going to be less than the time that I was supposed to be allotted anyway. Y'all get what I'm saying? So I don't even know how to tell y'all like how I feel like, because I don't want to say I'm mad. I think I'm more annoyed than mad because they do this to me all the time, y'all. I just need y'all to understand this. Like, I see a lot of my media peers, like they be getting all the hottest interviews. They be interviewing everybody. And I'll be like, I want to interview people too. But this is what happens. I have to deal with anxiety. I have to prep and get all my preparation together. And then I have to have a meeting with myself, not to say nothing stupid or not to ramble or not to get tongue tied. Because when I get really nervous, and some of y'all may notice it in the Friday night chats, if I get really nervous or if I get really wound up, I start to fumble my words. Okay. Just checking my emails real quick. So I start fumbling over my words, which is embarrassing to me. whether it's live or whether it's doing an interview, is embarrassing to me. So why put myself through all that for people who don't respect my time? And time is money. And I tell y'all every day that Ice Cream Convos, like Real Rat Raw Ice Cream Convos, is like really fighting right now to stay alive. And the reason why I say Ice Cream Convos is fighting to stay alive is because I don't post a lot of like the messy tea. Like we'll play sometime in Kiki and post something. We'll tip our toe in the pond. But because I don't post the super duper messy stuff and pulling receipts on people and outing people like a lot of my counterparts do, like that's what the people want. Like that's what the people want. And each year, instead of my business getting easier and easier each year, it gets tougher and tougher each year because people are starting to lean more towards like, we want mess, we want tea, we want shade. And I'm like, well, we Ice Cream Convos. Like you think ice cream, you think fun, happy, socializing. Like that's the kind of environment that I wanted to create. So I'm having to reinvent myself every single day to try to keep Ice Cream Convos fun, informative, and make y'all feel like, okay, I do like what they got going on over there, but I like Xavi too. I'm gonna come kick it with Xavi too. Like that's why community. I focus on community more than content now because I realize that without y'all, I don't survive, right? So it's like, hey, I've been doing this 14 years. I need to start focusing on the people because that's what my counterparts don't do. They don't care whether or not y'all comment. They don't care if you care about their content. All they want is for you to argue and fight in the comments and click them links. I'm not going to clickbait you into clicking a link. I'm not going to like, and sometimes I may do little things like, okay, Will Smith looks like Juwan Howard in this picture. This is the picture I'm going to use because I know even if you don't care about the content, you're going to care that Will Smith looks so much like Juwan Howard. Like, I never knew he looked so much like Juwan Howard. Like, that's the way I like to enjoy the internet. Not hurting people, tearing people down, malicious people. But anyway, interviews. These people got to stop wasting my time. I think they see y'all. They see what an amazing community I have of amazing, beautiful men and women. They see my community. But here's because I always think like, what's the problem? And here's what I think the problem is. And thank you for coming to my TED Talk. And I see your comments and thank you so much. I'm going to start putting some of them on the screen, but I just don't want to get too distracted and start fumbling over my words and rambling. But here's where I think the problem lies. Management and publicists see the value in my audience, but I think the talent does not see the value in my outlet. Does that make sense to y'all? Like, oh, okay, who I got to interview with today? What's Ice Cream Convos? What's that? No, I think I'm going to go get my nails done. I think that's what happens. It's certain names that if you throw out, they're going to show up every time, every single time. But I think they don't respect my outlet, if that makes sense. I was supposed to do an interview with Columbus Short. Who else is asking Columbus Short for interviews? Don't worry, I'll wait. Y'all got y'all answers, class? I was supposed to do an interview with Columbus Short because Columbus Short, this was around when all the stuff got messy with Diddy, and Columbus Short got online and told his story about Diddy calling him 2:00 in the morning. But that is not why I wanted to interview Columbus Short. The reason why I wanted to interview Columbus Short was because I had no idea that he had such a comedic side to him. We know he can dance. We've seen him sing. He's an incredible actor. And I had no idea that his sense of humor was so funny. Like, I had no idea he was so funny. And I really got to the point where, okay, some stuff was clout chasey. I mean, let's call a spade a spade. But it got to the point where I was like, yo, Columbus is mad funny. And I would love the opportunity to show my friends like this different side of him. And I reached out to his publicist, who happens to be his better half, and me, because me and her are cool. And I was like, hey, I want to bring Columbus on Ice Cream Convos and like show my friends like he is really, truly funny, and he has a wonderful personality, because we've all seen Columbus Shorts fall from grace, right? And we saw how the media treated him and how they kicked him when he was down. And I'm like, yo, he has since played Martin Luther King in a film, blah, 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 blah. So I'm laying it out. Like, here's my plan. No ambushing. I ain't going to ask him about no domestic violence, no arrests, none of that stuff. I just want him to come and we just have a good ass time. Kiki, laugh, do all the things. She was like, all right, hold on, let me ask. Boom, boom, boom. She came back. She was like, he is down. I was like, say less. What day we going to do the interview? We scheduled the day and the time. I didn't say nothing to y'all because sometimes you got to pop out and show it, right? I was going to pop out on y'all with Columbus Short. Do you remember the pop out? Do you remember how much fun you had watching that live? Do I need to give you some more time? Because I can always use some more lip gloss. So what happened? After we confirmed the interview, Columbus started following Ice Cream Convos on Instagram. And I was like, all right, bet he locking in. Okay, we about to have a good time. After he started following Ice Cream Convos on Instagram, I guess he looked at our engagement. He looked at our numbers. He looked at whatever. And out of nowhere, oh, I'm sorry, hun, he can't make it. We won't be able to do the interview as scheduled. But it wasn't oh, I'm sorry, he can't make it. Something came up. One of the kids broke their pinky toe and we need to reschedule for next week. It was just, we can't make it. He won't be able to do the interview. Oh, okay. Cancel right after following us, though. Okay. Say less. I never responded to the email, never responded to her. But when that cop in Atlanta who killed that Uber driver, remember the one in his mugshot? He looked just like Columbus. Guess who was all over our Instagram page, writing back to people and kikiing and leave me out of this. I ain't got nothing to do with this. Oh, so now you want to come play in the ice cream shop. These are the things that I deal with that I don't talk about, things that you guys have no idea that I deal with behind the scenes. Why? Because I always get online like this. Because I don't want to be the bitter blogger. Like, why should I be bitter and mad and sad when I have people like y'all in my corner? But I just wanted to come on and just kind of give you an idea of just some of the nonsense that I've dealt with and some of the nonsense that I currently deal with. Yeah. All the way down to publicists asking me, hey, girl, can you post this for us in exchange for tickets to this or exchange for an opportunity to interview this person? And I'm like, yes, because I want those tickets and I want the opportunity to interview that person. I post it and I never hear from their asses again. Oh, okay. All right. One time is enough for me. You get me one time. I play Boo Boo the Fool one time. Just once. Just once. I play Boo Boo the Fool. But this is the kind of stuff that happens. I'll have a publicist send me something and say, hey, can you share this with your audience? And when I log online, I see they paid somebody else to post the same thing they asked me to do for free. just once. So these are the kind of things that I deal with. Some people think blogging, and for some it is this way. You know, some people think blogging is nothing but opening your laptop, finding pictures on the internet and talking about people online, and that's it. I run a full-blown business. I run a full-blown business. I pay my quarterly taxes. I'm not like Peter Thomas. I pay my quarterly taxes. I have to fight lawsuits to keep my business. I come under attack from people who feel like I'm not small enough to ignore, but I'm not too big that they have to worry about a real tough fight. Nonsense. But let me go through the comments and see what some of y'all is saying. But I appreciate y'all coming to my TED Talk. Let's see. At some point, we got to stop giving folks grace. Grace done turned into Keisha, and we ain't doing well. Yeah. Yep. Lori said, I love your professionalism by not saying their name. No, I'm not. You know what? I'm actually going to give his team, him and his team, 24 hours to apologize before I mention his name. And let's see. Yep. Tony said they're wasting my time. Absolutely. Carmelita said, why are they wasting your time? I mean, this is just the way it is. This is them. Do something for you today. Self-care time. That sounds yummy. Thank you, Lori. I appreciate you as well. All right. Brandy PH checking in said, that's just disrespectful and unprofessional. 20 to 30 minutes is in person. For virtual, all you do is click a button. Max 10 to 15 minutes. At work, I'm only giving 5 minutes for a virtual meeting. Then I'm logging off and they got to reschedule. Moving forward, that's what it's going to be. That's what it's going to be. You don't have to be like everyone else. Stay authentic. Thank you so much. Absolutely. They want mess. They want mess. Oh, Tanisha says she catching up on what's happening. Yeah, Tanisha, somebody didn't show up. All right, let's see. Yes, my sister friend says, stop wasting my time. But yeah, this is what it be. This is what it be. And Lyric Lewinsky said, I'm rambling respectfully. As if she don't have a exit button. Aaron says, makes sense. Aaron has known me probably longer than all of you in this chat because I went to, Aaron, did we go to elementary school together or just middle school and high school? I don't know, but I've known Aaron a very long time. But yeah, so that's the gist of it, you know. Yeah. So just wanted to kind of let you guys know what happened today. So I'm going to put my hair back up in a ponytail and take this shirt off, put my Notorious B.I.G. t-shirt back on, and finish writing this content. Yep. Just once. That's all. So I appreciate y'all because y'all are so sweet. And I appreciate the encouraging words. And again, this is why Ice Cream Convos is what it is because I have a community like you. Aaron said we middle school and high school. See, I'm getting so old, I don't even remember. But yeah, so just thank you. I'm just going through. And she said my edges is hydrated. Yes, God. But yeah, so that's it. So the 24-hour countdown has begun. I'm going to respond to this email. Let's see what it actually says. They wanted to see if he joined the meeting. They were out of office, so they wanted to circle back. Thank you. Why not ask him? Why are you asking me? That's your client. See, that's where the mind games come in. Because why would you be asking me? Ask him. That's your client. But anyway, I want you guys to just have a fantastic day. And I thank you guys for engaging my content, for reading my content, for being a part of my community, and for just keeping me sane by simply being who you are. Because as a wise prophet once said, they not like us. All right. Have a great day. Bye.